Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Second. First, I want to just go right off rip. And I don't know exactly how to say this, but Eric Forster, aka I think his name is John McCook. You know, given this year with so many people just passing away, I don't know. I guess in a way, I just want people to sit there and just really kind of treasure these scenes with John, Eric, because, again, given so many passings and stuff like that, it just, I don't know. It's like I was watching it today and it just really made me appreciate more of his scenes. So, just want to sit there and start off by saying that. Now, okay, Eric is a snake. Okay, Eric is kind of a snake in a sense because, he'll sit there and smile in Taylor's face. But he'll go behind her back and pretty much try to reunite, I guess, her boyfriend with his ex-girlfriend. I don't know if they were married at one point in time, but with his ex. Like, what kind of shady ass ish is that? They're talking about the showstopper and everything like that, and Steffi's pissed, right? Steffi and Taylor aren't really too happy. They see both of those two, Rich and Brooke, do a live stream, and while they're talking with the influencer and stuff, they're getting pretty cozy. He says later on he was just caught up in the moment. They were talking about, the influencers talking about how everyone couldn't wait to see those two back, right? They want to see those two back and be together and everything like that. And, Taylor was upset about it. And, while I understand why people want to sit there and feel bad for her, just understand for anybody that wants to feel bad for her, she chose this, okay? She chose to sit there and be with a guy who literally gave her broken heart syndrome. So I don't think anybody and their goddamn mother should be feeling bad for her at this point. And if you do, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, listen, I don't sit there and try to shit on other people's opinions, but goddamn, you got that going on. At some point, you got a room full of people, and you got Donna and Eric and Zende, Taylor and Steffi and Rich. And Steffi is there kind of giving some pushback and challenging Eric when Steffi was like, yo, I want to get to the bottom of this. Like, who authorized this whole showstopper stuff? Like what's going on? And one second. And long story short, Eric is like, yeah, I did it. I authorized it. Steffi's not giving pushback. Well, this is about your two lines and your work. This is not about Brooke. And I'm like, Eric had to sit there and remind her that this is about business. And this is not just about designers and designs. This is about legacy. This is about history. He also reminded her, guess what? They're not talking about the takeover anymore. Steffi is making it a point to sit there and make this personal. And the reason why I'm sitting there saying you can shut the hell up is because not that long ago, I sided with her when the whole Hope line was failing, and she was like, listen, we're not going to sit there and sink money into a business venture that's just a damn black hole. While Hope was all upset and pissy and in her feelings, Steffi was about business. She's about business when, it's something that she doesn't mind. The minute that it changes and she sees something like that, she wants to make this personal. I am so glad that Eric shut that ish down. There's a point where Carter is talking to what I like to refer as desperate Daphne, right? He's talking on the phone to a bunch of people, and they're all happy and stuff. Katie sees Daphne kiss Carter, and she just has the ugh mug look, and I'm just like, maybe you should sit there and mind the goddamn business that pays you. Or did you not forget your delusional, idiotic niece was the one that told Carter to kick rocks without socks? So I saw the previews and I saw her getting in her face, and I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you can't be this dumb, right? Even by soap opera standards and soap opera logic, you can't be this dumb. You just simply can't. And I feel like when I watch this scene, she's going to prove me right, that you really can be that dumb. Now, well, he pretty much wants to get it on with Elektra. Oh, let's lock ourselves up in this room. And just as he's about to sit there and kiss her, Ivy comes in. And I was like, Ivy, I'm being a kind of a cock blocker right now. Okay. Reg is really sitting there happy with some of the work that Carter did, and is just congratulating him and just sitting there saying thank you. And, your whole conscience is, you really helped us out. Funny, because he's the one that authorized the takeover, but I guess we're just going to sit there and blame. Okay, here's the thing. I understood why he was like, we brung him back because he understood that he made a mistake. And Hope is sitting there acting like there was no mistake to be made. And I get that, but that guy is the one that tricked y'all and used his friendship to do it, and also took over the company. His name was on the LLC. But yet this dude is getting all the praise and admiration, while Hope is, I don't know, on TikTok or YouTube or both. Like, it is unfair in that sense. That I will sit there and say about that situation. Elektra was really happy to meet Heidi and Spencer. And see, I know them because, there was a point in time where MTV was surprisingly fun to watch. It was surprisingly fun to watch. Okay? So I remember a show called Laguna Beach. If you don't, just watch some of the stuff on YouTube and it'll come up. But I think I only remember, I feel like I maybe remember more. I remember Lauren Collins. I'll sit there and say that much. You got that going on. And, Brooke and Eric are really happy, and she feels like she's moving in the right direction with him. And she's like, oh, I can feel it all electric and everything. I'm like, no, boo, what that's called is called you being desperate. That's what that's called. That's generally called desperation right there. My goodness, it's like Brad Bell just finds a way to make some women look weak and desperate and pathetic. And, yeah. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. I might have missed some stuff here or there. That's the general gist of the episode. Now, as I was saying, since I am reviewing this episode, I'm going to be reviewing it all week. I'm going to do my best to sit there and put out all the content this week for this, for, reviews. And, next week I may sit there and pick something else. And, I feel like ultimately it's just going to come down to B&B, because B&B is the one that I just have enough time to do between that, 5 shows, and the live stream. So, but we'll see. Anyway, if I don't review it, I'm always going to sit there and talk about it in stream, since, well, there's pretty much a handful of damn near nobody that sits there and watch The Young and Restless, but, I'm going to try to change that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. And hopefully live stream tonight if I have enough time. But check your community tab and we'll go from there.